Man, we back outside with it, y'all. Back outside with it, man. I know a lot of y'all on semen retention. You're gonna have to face that succubus demon. You know what I'm saying? And it's in a lot of these modern women. Now I'm not saying it's in all of them, right? But it's in the majority of them. So you have to be prepared, right? You got to be steadfast. You got to be unmovable. You have to have a lot of discipline. You have to have the ultimate discipline on semen retention, man. You know, it's back windy, man. It's feeling good out here. But the signs of the succubus demon, man. The succubus demon, you know, this type of woman, she's going to try to manipulate you with her looks. You know, first of all, you hit that like button, that share button, y'all subscribe to the channel. Also, too, man, donate, don't hate, guys. All right. But anyway, she's gonna try to alter your mind. She's gonna try to manipulate you with her looks, with her body, with her curves, right? And no doubt, guys, if a woman has a BBL, she's a succubus demon. That's no doubt. You guys gotta look out for these type of women because it seems like nowadays, guys, not too many women is not shaped. You know, I mean that doesn't have a big ass, man. It's not too many women that don't have a big ass nowadays, man. It's crazy. It's like all of a sudden, like all these women got these, big titties and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like you like wondering, like, wow, like why are so many women shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle, or it seem like they all thick. It's all deception, guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's getting real close to the fall, man. It feels good out here. But you gotta look out for the deception, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of these women, they're gonna try to deceive you, with the makeup. This is a lot of most men. This is the most common deceiving thing is with makeup, man. You know what I'm saying? Makeup, it has been taught by the fallen angels, man, to humans, you know, to women, and a lot of women, they don't even know that. You know, they just, a lot of these women are carnal minded. You know what I'm saying? They don't have God within them. But that's another sign, guys, with the makeup. And what a woman, another sign of a succubus demon, guys, is what these women, what they'll try to do is they'll try to come at you with a sense of entitlement. With a sense of entitlement. Like they'll just look at you and just stare at you like you just owe them. You guys can look out for that. A lot of women, they have that attitude, they have that mentality towards men. They can't never even, a lot of these women, they can't even say hi to men. You know what I'm saying? Because they have this ego. They think everybody supposed to worship them. You know what I'm saying? A mindset of self-worship. That's another sign of a succubus demon. This is what you're going to have to deal with on semen retention. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women, they like this. You gotta have that spiritual mindset. You know what I'm saying? You can't live, in carnality. A lot of men are living in carnality. They have a carnal mindset when it comes down to female nature. This is why they get sucked in. This is why a lot of these men get manipulated. And it's a weak mind that a lot of these men have. But that's another sign, guys. You know what I'm saying? Another sign of a succubus demon, guys. She's gonna try to manipulate you in the bedroom, yeah, with pleasure, right? She'll give you that sloppy toppy, you know what I'm saying? That good head, right? You know what I'm saying? All mouth, no gums, no teeth. You guys gotta look out for that, man. That's another sign of a succubus demon. She's trying to manipulate you in that bedroom. You know what I'm saying? And this is very common. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women have that succubus demon spirit in them. The succubus demon, guys, she doesn't operate based off of the spirit of love. That's not, she doesn't operate like that. She don't have no love inside of her. Everything is about manipulation. Let me get with a man so I can manipulate him so he can give me money so he can supply my narcissism, so he can take me here, take me there, so he can buy me this and buy me that. This is what a lot of these women, this is the type of spirit a lot of these women have. No, it's pathetic. It's ridiculous. But this is how a lot of these women are raised. They're raised to constantly manipulate. And you know what I'm saying? That's a form of, that's witchcraft. Manipulation is witchcraft. A lot of women is taught to use witchcraft against men to manipulate. You know, that's another sign of a succubus demon. Woman, she's using witchcraft to manipulate you. Like I said, a lot of females, that's what they're doing. When you operate based off of manipulation, that's all witchcraft, man. That's the demonic spirit that's working through her, right? So you guys gotta understand this, man. And another sign of a succubus demon, you know what I'm saying? In a woman, man, when you want semen retention, that you're gonna have to, that you might come and encounter with a lack of accountability. What these succubus women, what they'll do is, guys, they'll try to hold you accountable, or they'll try to make you supply the narcissism. Like even at the workplace, guys, a woman, she'll act nice towards you. Maybe she looks really, really good, right? You might be interested in her, but she'll try to only act nice towards you because she wants you to do her job at work, right? She wants you to, whatever she wants you to do, you know what I'm saying? Take orders, or, you know, stock for her, or whatever she wants you to do for her, right? At certain particular jobs, right? You guys got to be careful, man. You came in, you encountering a succubus demon. You know what I'm saying? You came encounter with a succubus demon. A lot of y'all guys, y'all don't be noticing that. You know what I'm saying? They got a draining spirit. You know, this is why, like I said, man, you gotta be wise. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with females. A lot of men out here, they're not moving with wisdom. They're not operating off of wisdom. They're not operating off of a spiritual mindset. You got to deal with women from a spiritual standpoint. That's how you got to view women, from a spiritual standpoint, right? So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they not viewing women from a spiritual standpoint, you know? And it shows. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the succubus demon is running wild in America every single day. Every single day. It's some woman that's just draining a man, because that man, he's carnal minded. He's a weak man. You know, he doesn't have God in his life. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's been tricked by he's been tricked by the world about how he should you know, view a woman, right? But guys, man, guys gotta wake up. You know, it's time to grow. It's time to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta decipher between who's a godly woman, who's a succubus woman. Like I said, most women, they're succubus women. They don't have, like I said, they don't have no love in them. They don't want to deal with a man because they want to, no, they're there looking for love. Nah, that succubus spirit, man. I'm trying to tell you guys, it's running rapid, all over everywhere. It's just running rapid. You know what I'm saying? No, the succubus spirit, like I told you guys, it's operating based off of manipulation. And what is manipulation? It's witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Form of witchcraft. And it doesn't operate off the spirit of love. That's a demon. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, you got, like I said, a lot of y'all guys probably dealing with a female that's like this right now. You probably talking to one. While you probably entertaining one, you gotta let her go before you get sucked in. You gotta let her go before you get sucked in, man. Bro, like that, bro. That's why I'm so glad, like, bro, I done took a break. You know what I'm saying? From well, not totally took a break. I'm not still up and lie, because I deal with a lot of women at my job. So, you know what I'm saying? But I know it taught me more about women, like how they truly is, how they operate. You know what I'm saying? You know, but man, I grew a lot, you know, when it came down to women and stuff like that. But you know, that's the sign of a succubus demon. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be strong, man. And a lot of succubus demons, they are in good looking women. I'm not saying in all good looking women, but the majority of good looking women or women that think that they look good, that succubus demon is in them. You know, when they can't get, when they feel like they're being rejected, you know what a woman does when she feel like she's being rejected? It's a lot of women, they do me like this. Like, when they feel like they're being rejected, they'll unfollow me. They'll unfollow me, like, because I'm not paying them no attention. I'm not giving them my energy. Like, I don't have time for that. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to elevate, man. You know what I'm saying? I only get one life. And my life is mainly strictly based off of just work ethic. You know, God and work ethic. You know what I'm saying? What I'm supposed to be doing while I'm on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of guys, like in their 20s, all they doing is chasing women, chasing succubus demons, supplying their narcissism, and then they get mad when they get played. But that's on you, bro. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that spirit of discernment. You know what I'm saying? And when guys try to, when a spiritual guy like me try to tell you about women, you don't want to listen. You think you know everything. Oh, I already know, bro. That's what you telling your friend when he's showing you my videos. You know what I'm saying? When your friend's showing you my videos, trying to show you my videos, and then you like, man, I don't want. I already know. I already know about females. I don't need to hear that. And then you end up getting messed over. Excuse me. This is what happens. This is what comes with it when you don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? To a man that's full of wisdom, and they got a spiritual mindset. This is what happens. You're gonna reap what you sow, man. You're gonna reap what you sow. No, but like I said, man, the succubus demon, man. Especially, also too with clothing, how women dress. This is another sign of a succubus demon. You know, women that's dressed, you know, they like almost naked. That's a succubus demon, man. Trust me. She's trying to get your attention, right? She wants you to say something to her, right? So she can either, so she can like try to deceive you, you know, because she know what women, they know what men like, right? You want to get up in them drawers, right? You know, you want to get between them legs. You want them legs to, you know, you want her to put them legs up. She knows that, man. But like I said, man, women, they can't. You know, women, they can't. I can decipher between a woman that's a succubus demon now. Before I remember when I couldn't, but now I can, man. You know, and it brings so much peace in my life. I dodge a lot of stuff. I dodge a lot of manipulation. I dodge a lot of mind games. I dodge a lot of women wasting my time. I dodge that because I can decipher between the type of spirit that a woman has by how she's dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's, you know, this is, like I said, this is what a lot of women are taught. They taught to be succubus, try to train the man, because like I said, a lot of these women, they don't worship God. I know a lot of y'all think a lot of these women worship God because they say, I believe in God. Just because she believe in God, that doesn't mean that she worship God. A lot of these women, you know what they worshiping? You know, a lot of y'all don't know what a lot of these women are worshiping. They worshiping themselves. They worshiping money. They worshiping materialism. They worshiping, you know, purses. They worshiping bags, right? This is what they worshiping. They're not worshiping God. You know, they're trying to deceive you. They're lying to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful about the deception, because based off of how a woman act towards you, you know what I'm saying? This is how you can tell what type of woman she is. Right? The Bible states verbatim, you'll know a tree by the fruit that it bears. This is what the Bible states, man. So you'll know a woman based off of her fruits, based off of her actions, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, I said, you got to know, man. This is why I'm teaching you guys constantly about, you know, certain things about what to dodge in life. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't want to see you guys getting played, but you can play yourself. If you living in lust, you're gonna play yourself. If you desperate for a woman, you're gonna play yourself. Every single time you desperate for a woman, you play yourself. You know? So don't be desperate, man. Don't be desperate out here. There's no point of being desperate, man. Like I said, the woman that's that don't want to play with you, you know, the women that don't want to play with you, the women that want to be in your life because they just want to be around you, you know, they gonna show themselves. You know what I'm saying? They'll come your way. They'll let you know like that they're, you know, that they want to be around you. You don't gotta chase no woman, man. You don't gotta chase no woman. It's too many women out here for you to be chasing women. It's a reason why God made more women in this world than men, right? So you can attract women. So us men can attract women. Like a lot of y'all guys don't understand that, man. It's spiritual, but it's all spiritual law, bro. Like it's the spiritual law has never changed. The law of God never changed. You know what I'm saying? His word gonna forever stand, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna return back void. It won't do that, man. It's gonna forever stand. It's just you guys gotta understand like what is really going on. This is why so many females in the world more than men, because you're supposed to attract the woman as a man. This is why, you know, so you can attract the right woman. But a lot of y'all guys, see, y'all don't want to wait. Y'all don't want to wait. See, you know, y'all don't want to wait on the right women in your life. Y'all don't want to wait on them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to live in lust, right? Y'all don't want to wait on no woman to come to you. You want to live in lust. You know what I'm saying? You want to live in that carnal mindset. You want to get played by women. A lot of y'all guys, y'all want to get played by women. Yeah, it seems like to me, a lot of y'all enjoy it. But like I said, man, I've been tapped out of that mindset a long time ago. You know, I've been spiritual for a while, man. Ever since I was a kid, man, I was like raising, like I said, my dad is a pastor, so I was raised in the church and stuff like that. So I've been spiritual. It just like I brung it out, you know, more and more and more and more as I grow on YouTube, right? I'm bringing it out more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, man, I'm trying to tell you, the women that want to be in your life, bro, they will reveal themselves to you. They will let you know that they want to be in your life. You know, you don't have to chase women. You don't have to use your money to try to get a woman. You ain't got to do none of that, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Like, women will tell you, like, when women really want to be around you, they'll tell you, like, oh, you ain't got to spend no money on me or whatever the case is. They'll let you know. Like, that is genuine, you know? But like I said, that succubus woman, she's very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous, bro. No, the succubus woman, she tried to destroy a man of wealth, right? She tried to bring down a man of wealth. She tried to bring down a man that has his life together, right? Because that's all she does is try to bring a man down. You know, a lot of these pastors, bro, I'm not saying all of them, right? But a lot of these pastors, they got wives that are succubus. They got wives like that that's just draining them, man. You know what I'm saying? And they wonder why they can't prosper, right? Because they full of lust. A lot of these pastors, a lot of these guys that go to church, a lot of these guys, they simps. A lot of these dudes that's going to church, guys, a lot of them are simps, man. They worship women, right? They don't try to spirit by the spirit. A lot of these dudes, when it comes down to women that go to church, you know, because they believe in, you know, providing for a woman, right? But they don't care who they providing for. They just trying to get what they want. They just trying to sleep with the woman. So like I said, a lot of these dudes that go to church, they just as weak or even weaker than the dudes that don't go to church. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to church, but I'm not no weak man. Like I got rid of that religious mindset a long time ago. A long time ago, I got out of that religious mindset. I realized like something was not right about the church. You know what I'm saying? How it's teaching. You know. So, you know, it talks about the man providing all that type of stuff, but when it comes down like to women and stuff like that, you know, in the Bible, you know, that's why it took the Bible, the book of Enoch is not in the Bible, you know, and it talks about women. A lot of men, they don't know these different spirits that women carry. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of women are carrying demonic spirits. You know what I'm saying? It's all about a man's money. You know what I'm saying? They not operating off the spirit of love, guys. A lot of women are not doing that. You know, and that's just the truth. I mean, the truth that sets you free. You know, a lot of y'all guys, y'all don't want to hear the truth, man. And it's sad. It's sad that a lot of y'all don't want to hear the truth. You know, especially women, they don't want to hear the truth. Especially that they don't want to hear this truth. You know, I'll let down these windows. Yeah, they don't want to hear the truth, but that's why I'm warning you guys about the succubus woman, because like I said, this spirit is very, very prevalent in a lot of women. You know, a lot of guys, they're fooled. Like a lot of guys that's in the church, guys, they are fooled. They taught to provide for a woman, and like a lot of these guys, like I said, in the church, like they weak minded. They just want to smash women, and they really be tricking on women. You know, most dudes that go to church, they tricks. They taught to be tricks. You know what I'm saying? Up under that word, provide for a woman, is really like you spending your money to sleep with her. That's how a woman view it. You spending your money to sleep with her, and we already know what that is. You know what I'm saying? We already know what that's called. You know what I'm saying? So that's a succubus spirit. You know, she's selling what's between her legs for your money. You know, like I said, a lot of men, they have been taught wrong. They've been misguided, man. And you know, a lot of men, they live with regret because of their decisions. Like I'm trying to tell you guys better wake up, man. You guys gotta wake up. You only have one life to live. But it's so many older men are miserable. I'm being for real. It's so many older men are miserable because they spend their whole life worshiping women. You know, they think that tricking on a woman or taking care of a woman, that's what defines them as a man. That doesn't define you as a man. You know what I'm saying? Your character is what defines you as a man, not materials. See, a lot of people are taught to worship materialistic stuff. The material don't define you as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of guys, they got things backwards, man. They got life backwards, bro. You know, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? But I woke up. Bro, I woke up like one day, bro. I just woke up to like a lot of stuff. Like what I was taught when I was younger is a lot of times, bro. It's all deception. It's all lies. Most people are taught backwards, bro. You taught backwards. A lot of people are taught backwards, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not taught to do things. You're supposed to invest into yourself, and you're supposed to attract people in your life. This how your life supposed to be. You're supposed to attract people in your life, right? And focus on bettering yourself and bettering your relationship with God. That's what you're supposed to be focusing on. You providing for another person, that doesn't make you a man. You trying to please another person, that doesn't make you a man. That don't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on yourself internally, bro, to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And a woman, they know when they're dealing with a real man, especially a spiritual man. A lot of women, they deviate away from spiritual minded men because they can't trick them. They can't trick them. You know what I'm saying? You know, but they can trick the average man that go to church because yeah, he might be spiritual, but he might not be talked about that succubus woman, that Jezebel, right? He's not taught about that. Right, so he's allowing the woman to play him because he thinks providing money for a woman is what makes him a man. But that's not even true. That's false, bro. That's false. Women doesn't make men men. You know what I'm saying? What makes you a man is just your character, right? You gotta be the personification of masculinity. And a woman, they can feel that when a man is being the personification of masculinity. They can feel it. You ain't gotta spend no money on them for them to feel that from you. That's all lies, bro. It's all lies, man. So y'all gotta wake up, bro. Y'all gotta wake up. It ain't about you spending your money, bro. It's about you waking up, bro. You gotta wake up. You know what I'm saying? And it's very, very hard to wake up from that, you know, to stop doing what you have been taught. You know, you supposed to, like I said, you're supposed to focus on yourself, man. Focus on yourself. Hold on, guys. They playing music. Hold on, man. Yeah, I had to wind up the windows. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys. Y'all guys gotta, you know, I hope this message, I hope it helped you. I hope that it brought you out of the darkness into the marvelous light, man. Hope y'all share this, man. It's cold, man. I'm out.